Hello everyone, welcome back to Jello the Camping, and today we are going to make a project called Firework Display.
Woo!
So first, we need to make a sprite. For me, I just make a simple firework.
What is this? Triangle?
So that's how to make a perfectly a very perfect triangle. And because we don't want for me, I wanted the top to be red, but there's some black outlines, and I don't want the outlines, so I just click this button which make it has got no outlines at all. Now let's make the body of the firework. I just make a simple body of the firework. So first we make the body and then the patterns. I'm making the patterns because I love making things more
Colorful?
prettier and colorful. So let's set it to 1 and start making it. So I'm making the patterns like lines because usually firework got lines. So I'm making lines here, colorful lines with blue. And the next we click on the fill button and then fill all the holes so it makes a line. Ta-da! Very colorful and pretty. Now let's make the stick. The stick is the bottomest part, so we just make a very long rectangle and then choose it to brown. Now I make brown by making the color orange and then making the brightness more darker. And there you go. You got orange. Now to make it work, to make this project work, you need to drag this firework into the center.
Wow!
There you go. It's in the center.
That's so pretty.
But now the size is too small. Why? It's still 100 because we make it too small. Now for me, I make it too small because first you need to make it small and then you can make it more bigger.
Wow.
So after you make it more bigger, and drag it to the center, now you got a more bigger one. Now just drag it into the right size that you want. So let's call this sprite Fireworks. So let's start the firework coding. So the first coding is when green flag click it. Why? Because when we click the green flag, it will start all of it. And then grab the hide button first. Because we want to make clones of something, we need to hide it first. And then we'll show it. And then next we'll show it. And then add a forever loop. Put a wait until. And then put mouse down in the wait until loop. So we want to use it as mouse X, so we can know wherever we want the firework to explode wherever we want. So let's get it go to, and then put a mouse X in the X. Now don't put a mouse X in the Y, because if you swipe it, the firework will just go upwards. After that, we're making show. Put a show button, and then put a glide 1 second to mouse X, glide 1 seconds to X mouse X, and Y mouse Y. And then we put another high, and then we will make a message called, now because this is a explosion, I'll call it a BAM. So after you do it, run the project. So after that, you should know that the rocket can launch wherever we want. It will show wherever we want. But to make it more, but this is not just the main code. This is just the main code. So when I receive BAM, switch backdrop to flash. So we need to make another backdrop called flash. Now I'll call this a flash, and then I will make the main stage Night City. Good, we got Night City.
Wow, cool.
So when I receive backdrop to flash, wait 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds is like 0 seconds, but a little bit little bit
Fast.
delay.
Yeah.
It's a very fast delay. After that, put the switch background to Night City, so it will come back to the main background. So let's test it. Good. It makes a flash. Now we are going to make the explosion. This explosion will be very cool at the end, but the code is quite a lot. So this, but if you to make this sprite, just make a dot, any color, but for me, it's just the main color, the purple color. So I'll call this the X. I'll call this explosion. Why? Because only this thing will explode. Only this thing will create a clone and then
Like fire.
explode and then will transform like a shooting star. So the main code is when green flag, click it, hide, because we're going to use some clones here. Then repeat 300, so it will make a lot of fireworks of stars, and then create clone of myself. Now, why do we need to repeat 300? Because if we repeat 300, it will create the clone of the explosion 300 times. Click on the variable palette and then make a new variable called speed. And then next, add this script to the star sprite to create an explosion. Every clone will run its own copy of the script. So the script is when I receive them, set speed to pick random 0.1. That is very fast. 0.1, which is very fast. 2, 3, which is a little bit slow. And then set ghost effect to 0, which means it's clearly we can see it clearly, and then change color effect by 25. Why? Because if you didn't change color, it won't be colorful, because it will just keep the same color. And remember, we want to make it go to fireworks. So, and then point in direction, pick random 100 minus 180 until 100 negative 180 until 180. Then we put a show block here. Repeat 50. Move, speed, steps. So it will move 0.1 to between 0.1 and to 3 steps. Move, speed, steps. Now try running the project. If we shoot it, it will just make a large circle. Why does that? It will just make a large circle. So to prevent that circle, we need to put another repeat 50. Set speed to speed time 0.9. So first we make the times and then the speed and then click the number 0.9. After that, we want to copy this. We want to copy this block, the move speed steps block, just duplicate it or make it, and then change ghost effect by pick random 1, 2, 3. Change ghost effect by pick random, just duplicate that. 1, 2, 3. And then finally we will make a height loop here. So when we make it, it makes a big circle and then fade away. Oh, sorry, but I did a mistake. So the speed has to be for this sprite only, or it won't work. But because I love to spice things up, I got some hacks and tweaks. So when green flag, so we go to this main script, and so you don't really need to make this because yeah, it's just to make it more prettier. But I love to spice things up. So I got some tweaks and hacks. So one of the hacks and tweaks is after the create clone here, we put a broadcast called ready. And then when I receive ready forever, wait until mouse down, and then go to x y minus 180 and then x mouse x. After that, put a show button, glide 1 second, glide 1 seconds to x mouse x, and then mouse and then y by my mouse y, and then after that we will put a high button. After that we will broadcast another band. Broadcast band. And then when click, and then we will change this bam into when I receive ready. So how to change the color more beautiful? So when I receive bam, repeat 100. Repeat 100. Change color effect. Just duplicate from there. Change color effect by 2. So increase the number if you want to see it change more quickly. So it looks like it's charging, and then it's boom! It has boom! It was very cool though. So when you look at this, we can see the firework holding. So just make the number of the sides more less. So the firework is more less. And look, let's test. And then don't forget to make here go to back layer. So it will be in the back of the firework. So you see that the firework still can't block it, so I will make it 30. So let's test it. Whoa, it's very, very cool. Wow, it's spread like